Feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling
Hi guys.
myself.
So I'm Nay,
And I'm Nia.
and this time we're back to do a massive makeup haul.
Huge. So we're gonna try to get through this as quick as possible.
And these are all things that we bought, I would say, or received as gifts over the past month or so.
Yeah.
So we've definitely realized, I think we said that in our last video when we decided to do our giveaway, that better makeup produces better faces. So we decided to go ahead and invest in better makeup. So here's our haul.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with a set of makeup brushes that both Nay and I have. And these are Lancome brushes. These are honestly the best brushes I've ever used. And I haven't used that many brushes before. But for the ones that I have used, these are the ultimate best. And they're dirty because I use them. I used them today. But let's just get into them. First we have this powder brush, bronzer brush, a cheek and contour brush, and this is my ultimate favorite brush. I can do my contour, then you know you can hit your nose and other places that you just like to contour, whether it's with a cream or a powder. Our cheek brush, our flat eyeshadow brush, a blending brush, a foundation brush, and I think Nate actually uses this brush for concealer.
Yes.
And I use it for foundation. And then a highlighting brush, and this is like every girl's best friend.
Highlighting brush in the world.
Every girl's best friend. So that is our Lancome brush set.
And we also have a few other brushes that Nia just she doesn't use them that often, so she doesn't have them with her brushes. And I'll just show you them really quickly. This is the fluffy blending brush, and this is my favorite brush. I use it like 10 times each time I do my makeup. And we have this angled eyeshadow brush. We also have this very wide and flat all over eyeshadow brush. And then my favorite is this one, and I did not get this one in a bigger size. I only got the travel size because at the time I was thinking like, okay, I'm just gonna make a travel brush set too. So this one I actually have started using just a couple days ago for my foundation because it reminds me of the e.l.f. one that I used to love, and this is now my best friend. And then now we are going to move on to face. Now Nia and I have some products the same, but then we also like differ in other products, you know. So for me, the foundation of my choice is this, and it is a drugstore brand. It is, I don't know if this is going to focus, but this is the L'Oreal True Match, and this is in the color W8, and this comes in 3 different like levels, I guess. It's warm, cool, and neutral. Me, I'm not light skin like yellow, but I'm brown skin with like a yellow tint. So this warm definitely works for me. And I just got 8 because 8 is, I think, the second to last brownest color that they do have for, or maybe the third to last that they do have for this particular line.
Yeah. I also love that foundation, but for the time being, I have been trying out the Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse Airbrush Finish Foundation, and my color is in Caramel, and it's dark number 2. Like she said, we like to get a foundation that's a little more brown. And yeah, I like this a lot. I've always been a Maybelline fan, but I do want to start using some of that L'Oreal. So.
And then both of us have the same pore filler primer, and our cases are like really dirty from touching it. I don't know whose idea was to make this white. Nonetheless, it is great. This is the NYX pore filler. I believe this is like $13 or $14. So it is kind of expensive to me for NYX. NYX has been kind of going up on their prices.
Yeah.
But the NYX pore filler is definitely great for doing what it says.
Yeah, and at first I didn't think it would be as useful as it is, but I definitely see a difference in my makeup. It looks more of an airbrush finish, and not because of the foundation. It's because of this.
Right.
My next face item will be this face mask, and it is the Estelle and Thild Stockholm Detox Mask Lily, and it is pore minimizing. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Yep, you got it. So yeah, this is really good. I got this not too long ago. I've used it a few times, but I do think it has been helping to minimize my pores and just give me a much better finish with my makeup.
And next, I am going to go to this Naked Skin Beauty Balm by Urban Decay. And this product is supposed to work as a primer. It's supposed to work as sunscreen. Also as like a BB cream or a CC cream. I'm not sure exactly which one. But it's supposed to repair your skin and repair, like, you know, cuts or maybe dark spots that you have on your skin. I've only tried to use it once, so I don't really know what the effects of it are at this moment. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see how good it really is.
My next face item, I guess it'll be another foundation, and this is the Maybelline foundation stick, and this color is in 355 Coconut, and this is the darkest shade I think this comes in. Yeah,
It may be.
Not sure, but it's one of the, if it's not the darkest, it's one of the darkest shades. I wanted to use this as my cream contour. I just wanted to test it out because I usually do use a cream. And I wanted to try the Black Opal, but I was like, I wanted to see what this was like first. And it's kind of similar. I don't think it's as dark as I would like it to be to give me that perfect contour, but it does the job for now, and I'm going to use it until it's finished.
Okay, and then for me, what I use for my contour is this long-lasting under eye concealer by Lancome, and this is in the darkest shade that they sell of this, I believe. They don't go really dark, so if you are really dark skinned, Lancome may not be the best brand for you, but this is in the color Cafe, and I'm not sure 100% sure if this is the darkest, but I'm almost certain. And if you are darker skinned than me, this would be a great color to use for what it's made for, under eye concealer. But I use it for my contour. I used it for my contour today, and this look I actually did a makeup tutorial on, so you can be expecting that shortly after this, where you will actually get to see me use this. Now initially I used to use the Cocoa Color foundation by Maybelline, which was their darkest foundation, but I can't find it, so this was kind of like my last resort, and this is lighter than that, and I kind of like a darker contour, but it's been working really well so far. Like, it's been working.
Yeah, I usually use LA Girl. One of their darker shades is perfect.
And then while I have this up, I just want to say that me and Nia also use this for our highlight, but not this color. We actually use medium bisque. Is it medium bisque that we use? We have dark bisque and we have medium bisque, and we use medium bisque in this particular line, the under eye. That's what I have on right now.
So my next item is this is Lancome again, and it is a concealer, and this one is in dark bisque. I was almost confused because I thought it was the same thing Nay just had, but no, it's not the same thing. This is a regular concealer, and I use this when I want to have a more natural look. I actually used it today. When I don't want my under eye highlight to be too dramatic, this is what I use, and it's pretty close to my natural skin color, so it's pretty good. And this color is dark bisque.
Okay, and let's see, more face products. This is one thing, and it's by NYX. This is very affordable. This is the NYX Dewy Finish long-lasting setting spray, and they also have a matte one that I haven't tried. The reviews for that one weren't so great, but I tried this one because I do like to have a more dewy look, especially because I set everything. I set my foundation, I set my highlight, and I set my contour, so it's usually, you know, that can look dry and like pasty if you don't use a finishing spray, and I found that this dewy finish spray definitely works for me, and it's affordable as opposed to like a $20 or $30 finishing spray. This one gets the job done, and mine lasts all day.
So my next two items, they're the exact same thing but in different colors. They are the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer Camouflage. Yep. And I have one in number 35 and one in number 30. 35 is lighter and 30 is darker. 30 is actually my regular skin color, so most of the time I use it as a foundation because I really love Maybelline foundations. But this concealer, like, you know, sometimes it's hard to find that foundation that matches your skin tone. Like, perfectly. I haven't found that foundation that does that, but this concealer matches me perfectly. And then I just highlight with the lighter one, number 35. So that's these two right here, and I love them so much. I've been using them for years. My mom actually hooked me up on those.
And then my final concealer is this one, and this is Visible Lift by L'Oreal, and this is in the color 120 Fair. And this actually, I would use this as an under eye highlight. I haven't used it yet, but I have used it in the past, and it is really good. Yeah, it is so good, and it lasts all day.
My next item is this Lancome translucent powder, and it is in the color 100. So it is a loose powder, and it's like in a natural shade, closer to my skin tone. I think this is good, but it's not my favorite, and it's probably because I have used the Ben Nye banana powder before, so I just know what I like, I guess. So yeah, this, it kind of leaves a white finish to me. I have a friend that uses it that said it's perfect for her, but for me it's not my favorite, but I do think it's good, and it definitely stops your skin from getting oily if you have oily skin and things like that.
Okay, and then I just have, I think, like 2 more face products, and I can kind of just knock these out at once if you don't mind. The next 2 products are both by Lancome, and the first one is the Blush Subtle Shimmer, and this is in the color Peach Lingerie, and here it is here. And I kind of just got this because, oh, and it comes with this little brush, and I probably won't use the brush, but yeah, I just got this because I needed like a peachy pinky blush. And then this is the Blush Subtle palette, which is like my absolute favorite blush subtle palette in the world. They do have a few others, but to me this one is the best for dark skin. This is the Rouge Allure, and this is the one that is perfect for darker skin. If you are my complexion or darker, I don't think any of the other blush subtle palettes will actually work for you, but this one here has like this really pretty bronzy gold. Like, this highlighter is actually, to me, better than what is it called, Gold Deposit by MAC.
Okay, so since she's talking about blushes, I guess I'll get into this blush that I have, and it actually still has the clearance sticker on it, and I didn't have time to take it off because I bought it last night and I used it today for this video. And it is the Wet n Wild blush in Pearlescent Pink, and the number is 831E, and it comes with a little brush that fell, but this is the color, if you can see it. Yeah, so it's called the Pearlescent Pink. It's kind of like a peachy pink, not too peach, not too pink, and I don't know, I just felt like this was a blush that I really needed for my collection. I have a blush that's similar, but it's a little bit darker, and the blush that I use like every single day for the past few years has been NARS Exhibit A. So I've been trying to get more into, and that's a red, so I've been trying to get more into like pinks and things like that. So I thought this was good for a good price. It was only $2.07 at Target, so it was a good price to, you know, test out a new color, and I like it.
Yes. So now we're going to move on to eyes. And for my eyes, I am going to start with my new favorite product. And I've actually used the Dip Brow in the past. Not the Dip Brow. I've actually used the Brow Wiz in the past. Before I even knew what Anastasia was, I was already like using the Brow Wiz. And then once I found out how great this company was, I decided to go ahead and try out the pomade, since I am kind of more into that. So I just got the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the color Ebony, and this color is really dark. I probably could have gone for chocolate, but I do kind of like to keep dark brows since my natural brows are really thick. I tweeze them to kind of get them to look as not thick as they are, because they can be like blocks. Yeah, they can be blocks on my face. So this definitely helps me kind of stay a little more true to my natural thick brows by having them darker and fuller.
Okay, my first eye item, I guess, is this NYX eyeshadow base, and it is literally just a white eyeshadow base. it's perfect. We both have it, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do. It works as an eyeshadow base. It's white, and it makes my eyeshadow show up much more.
Yeah, so if you do have, I know a lot of people use the jumbo jumbo eye pencil in the color Milk, but this is a great alternative if you don't want to keep sharpening it. And then the Milk pencils, I noticed that they just make a mess, and that's kind of much neater than the pencils, but that's just my experience. And then the other eyeshadow base that I wanted to tell you guys about is this one that we both also have, and it's by Lancome, and this is the Aquatique in the color Nude. Now this comes in 2 different colors. We just chose Nude because the Nude kind of brightens up our eyelids. So this is a good base that you can use because the nude color, it's like a pinkish nude that you can use even if you do not have eyeshadow on.
Yes. And one thing that I forgot to mention when we were talking about faces, this is my favorite concealer. Now this concealer, I use it when we're like doing something, like, or going somewhere, because it's really expensive. I forgot how much it was. I think it was like $30-something. And it is the Dermablend Professional Quick Fix Concealer, and this is what the box looks like. I usually don't leave it in the box, but the box was right there, so I was like, whatever, let me put it in a box. But it comes in this small tube right here, and it just has a D on top for Dermablend, and this color is beige. The color I have is beige. So that is what it looks like. It's really light compared to my skin color. They didn't have the color that I actually wanted, but they did have this color, and it still has like that yellow undertone to it. So I thought it would work for my skin, and it actually does. It works really, really well. And like I said, I only use this when I'm going out or something because it's a really thick cream, and it will like cover up a tattoo. So yes. It has to be blended out really well, and I just don't want to waste it because it's so expensive. So I have other concealers for like everyday use.
Okay, and then I'm just going to talk about the eyeshadows that I have really quickly because I do have a few loose eyeshadows. I have these 2 that you saw in our last video, Bender by Urban Decay and Hijack by Urban Decay, and we are actually still giving these away, and we will announce the winner of that giveaway at the end of this video. But I do have those 2 colors like for myself, and then I also went ahead and bought this purple color. It is HS Ultraviolet, HS12 Ultraviolet by NYX, and I used this recently, and the color payoff is really good. And then I also bought this HS05 in the color Wild Orchid, in the color pink, and I haven't used this yet. You can see it's still in the plastic, but I'm very excited to use it because NYX products, for their low price, they are very pigmented.
My next eye item will be this Lancome eyeshadow palette, and this one is Bronze Amour 101, and it just has a lot of gold tones in it, and it comes with like a film that teaches you or guides you to do, you know, the perfect bronze eye, I'm guessing I could call it. Yeah, but I love this palette. This is what I go for, surprisingly, when I want to do like a more natural look, because I can literally just put a little bit of gold on my eyes and warm it up with some of the brown, and that's that, and it doesn't look like too loud or anything like that. I actually have some on right now, if you can see it. But yes, I love this palette. It's actually my favorite.
And me and Nia have that one the same. And then we also have this one, which is the same type of palette. And this is in Midnight Rush. And this is the more blue palette. And I'm sure you don't want to get blinded. But this just has a navy blue, a royal blue, a dark gray, a silver, and then a highlight color right along the top. And it also comes with a brush and the guidelines, which you can choose to use or not to use, but these are great to have for traveling as well.
Yes. And my next palette is, again, a Lancome eyeshadow palette, and these palettes are just really good. They're really pigmented, and they're just really worth the money. This one is in Violet Sweetheart, and it comes with a brush like most eyeshadow palettes. And this one, it just has a bunch of like nude, like I guess purpley nudes, and then it has like a really dark purple at the bottom if you want to give that, you know, purple smoky eye or something like that. And like I said, they give you a guide to getting that perfect eye.
The next palette that we both have is this NYX Wicked Dreams, and I think this retails for about $14. And this comes with like this little spongy thing that I'll never use. And just all of these different types of colors. None of them cohesive, but they're all colors that you know would use on a regular basis. And these colors are extremely pigmented, so I definitely think it's worth the money. It's definitely worth the $14 just to try it out. I've tried, as you guys may have seen in my previous video the Maybelline the nudes palette, which I don't think was as pigmented as this one. So I didn't even, I wanted to try the blushed nudes, but I didn't even go ahead and try it just because, I don't know, I tried this one and this one was great.
Yeah, this is my most used palette. I use it almost every time I go out. So my next eyeshadow palette, and I won't talk much about this because I've already talked about it, is the Urban Decay Naked palette. These are the colors that come inside of the Naked palette. I don't even feel like I need to open it again because it was in our last video. I bought this for myself a while ago. I still haven't used it. I don't know, because it's just so cute in the box. But yeah, I'm going to get to using it really soon. I just feel like this is a basic eyeshadow palette that if you don't want to have a million eyeshadows, this is just one eyeshadow palette that you could kind of do every look with. So yes, love this palette.
Okay, and then my next palette is going to be the Naked 3 palette. And I do have the Naked palette, but I wanted something, I'm kind of into blushed looks on your eyes. Like, that is like my favorite thing ever for brown skin girls. Whether you're darker brown, lighter brown, it doesn't matter. Pinks look great on our eyelids. And I think that this blush nudes palette was made for girls like me. So it just has, as you can see, like some matte pink colors, some matte brownish pink colors, and then also some metallic pink and goldish colors. This is great for everyday use, and especially of course for those very dramatic looks as well.
My next palette is going to be the Urban Decay Naked on the Run palette, and I actually got this palette from my sister for Christmas because she came home with it one day, and I don't know, I like loved it so much. I wanted it. And I just think this is literally the perfect on the run palette. It comes with these eyeshadows, and the eyeshadows are Dive, Fix, Resist, Dare, Stun, and this highlighter color is called 50/50. It comes with this blush, this bronzer that can be used for a contour, of course. It comes with this lip gloss that is in the color Naked, an eye pencil in the color Stag, and what is this?
That is the Perversion, which is the most popular in the color Perversion.
Yes. So yeah, she's used, I don't know if you used it yet, but this is my first time actually opening it. I already knew what it was when she got it, so it was no point in like opening it if I wasn't going to use it yet. But yes, this is the palette, and I love it so much. I actually think this is a must-have. I remember watching a video by Claire Hey Claire on YouTube, and she had a palette similar to this. It wasn't Urban Decay, it was like one of those expensive palettes, and she said that was her one palette that she used whenever she traveled because it was just too much to take a big makeup bag with her wherever she went. So she just used whatever was in her palette, you know, when she went away. And I feel like I travel a lot. My makeup bag usually takes up a big chunk of my luggage. So now that I have this will probably be the only thing I take, along with some lippies or something like that. But I feel like you don't need much if you have this palette with you. You can do a lot with it.
Agreed. And then my next palette is this, which I'm sure you've been familiar with over the past few months, and this is the Naked Smoky palette. And I don't know why I wanted this, honestly. I think I just wanted it just because it was out. Because I'm pretty sure I have these colors already. I've done smoky eyes before, so I know I can achieve it without this palette. But I do like that, you know, I can have it all in one palette, and that I'm like a palette junkie. So I feel like if you can get all the eyeshadow colors that you want and accomplish that by having palettes that you can take with you when you travel, then you're good to go. So this has like some great golds, it has some silvers in there, it has the blues and the purples, it has the mattes and the metallics. It pretty much has everything you need to create whatever type of smoky eye, whether it's a silver or a gold smoky eye. You can do it with this palette. So I felt like I had to have this particular palette.
Yeah, and now I feel like I should have gotten it. I may get it because I do think it's very useful. But I'm just getting into like eyeshadows and stuff like that. And I'm actually getting pretty good at it. So yeah, if you want to learn how to do it, the best way to learn is to practice on yourself. Every time I go out, I don't care if me and my friends are going to Fridays. I will beat my face, you know, just for practice, because that's the only way you'll learn. You can't wait until it's a big event to try to do your makeup, because it won't be how you want it to be.
The last Urban Decay palette that I got is the Vice 4 palette, and I know a lot of people have been talking about this as well, and I pretty much use this Vice palette on a regular basis, especially this color here, which is Bitter. It reminds me a lot of the ABH Morocco. So I really do love that color.
I actually think this whole palette reminds me a lot of the Self-Made palette by Anastasia.
Probably.
And I was gonna get her that for Christmas, but then I saw that she had this and I was like, it's kind of pointless because they look exactly the same.
Right, and the packaging is really pretty as usual. And then the very last palette that I got, and this is one that I'm not too in love with. This is the Audacity palette by Lancome. And it has a few colors in it that I like. This was actually a gift to me. It has a lot of like really subtle, I would say, colors in it. This is definitely a palette for the more mature. I am mature like my personality, but when it comes to makeup, I like to have a little fun. I'm sure I would make use of it because there are a few colors in here that I absolutely love. And then it comes with this great dual-ended brush. One side it blends, the other side is an eyeshadow brush.
Okay, so the next item that both of us have is the Maybelline The Falsies Push-Up Drama Eyelashes. I don't know, some of you may have seen the commercials for this, but it does exactly what they say it does. Everyone knows Maybelline has the best mascaras, and me, my sisters, and my mom love this stuff. That, I have to say, is one of my all-time favorites. And the next mascara we have is
L'Oreal.
Is new. Thank you. And it's L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar mascara. I haven't used it yet. We usually get the same things when it comes to stuff like this, but Nay said that she doesn't like it as much, right?
Yeah, no, it has like the step 1 for the primer and the step 2 for the mascara, but it just doesn't get my eyelashes.
Like the fiber lash thing, I'm guessing?
No. Oh. It's like a base and then it's a mascara, but it doesn't get my eyelashes like popping.
Okay. And then we both also have the L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar eyeliner. Yeah, liquid eyeliner, but it's in the pen, and I think it's pretty good. Nay has been using hers a little bit longer than I have, and she said that it's not her favorite because it runs out pretty fast, but so far it has been really good to me, so I'll update you guys on that in my next makeup tutorial.
And then the next eyeliners that I have are all by Urban Decay, and they are crazy colors because y'all know Urban Decay can get crazy sometimes, and these are the 24/7 waterproof liquid eyeliners, and I wanted to try to have a little more fun with eyeliner, so these are in El Dorado, Radium, and Woodstock. So it's fuchsia pink, royal blue, and gold.
So my next 3 items are going to be NYX lip items, and I have 2 soft matte lip creams. I have more, but I don't know what they are. I've been using them, so they must be in my bags. And I also have a NYX butter gloss. So my soft matte lip creams are in the colors London and Abu Dhabi. So this one is London, and both of them are pretty much nudes. It's not gonna focus. There it is. And then the next one is in Abu Dhabi, and Abu Dhabi has more of a like pinkish red tone to it once it's on my lips. And then my butter gloss is in the color Ginger Snap, and I'm actually wearing this color right now, and it's like the perfect nude gloss for me.
Our last and final products are the Urban Decay Primer Potions, and we're sure you're really familiar with these. This is the color Sin, and this is the original primer potion, which I've never used before actually.
And this one is in Eden.
Yeah, and that's a nude. This one has like a glowy color. I actually have this one already, and the basic is just basic. So that concludes our huge makeup haul.
I hope that you guys liked what you saw in this video, and if you want to see more haul types of videos, definitely leave that below in the comment section.
Congratulations to our winner. We hope that you really enjoy this video.
And thanks to everyone that entered and subscribed,
yes,
and you know, everything.
Yes, and continue to watch and subscribe, share, and everything like that. We have plenty more giveaways to come.
And we'll see you in our next video. Bye.
Feeling myself. I'm 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 feeling myself.